Good morning, people of God. Good morning. I hope everyone rested well and is off to a good start on this beautiful Monday. I lost track of the days for a minute. I was so exhausted. I had a late start this morning. I was tired. Your girl needed some sleep. But I hope you guys are off to a great start. What I am up to today, I am going to be servicing a transmission. I'm going to post a video later. I'm going to be servicing a transmission, changing fluid. Guys, they almost knocked my arm off. Changing fluid, filters in the transmission. I'm going to be changing oil, fluid, and filter. I'm going to be changing, what else I'm going to be doing? Changing fuel filters for the engine and the rear fuel filters. I'm going to be doing this on the Ram 3500, and I'm going to share for those who are interested in seeing. And right now what I'm up to is this bad boy, dealing with this differential. I'm not going to change the fluid, but this is the rear differential. You have gears, axle that runs through, gears that run through this axle and this axle, and they come into this one big gear here. This is a 3, can't remember the ratio of this gear, but it's not a 410 differential. I think it's a 316, 3 something, I don't know. But anyway, this is the big gear that these shafts come into, and that's where you get your power from. When you hit your gas, it goes through the drive shaft up through the transmission, and this is what causes the vehicle to move. So fluid has to go in here so that these gears don't burn out, and the fluid causes them to move swiftly, and over time fluid breaks down. It is recommended that this fluid should be changed about every 60,000 miles. However, I change this fluid once a year, but I make sure, which is what I'm about to do now, I make sure that it is at the proper level. And your differential, I don't know if it shows here, but the differential, I don't know if you can see that, it shows it has it engraved there for proper fluid level. I don't know if you can see that. So I take this bolt off. This is a 3/8 inch bolt, and I use a wrench to loosen it. And when I loosen it, what I do is, it's a magnetic bolt, because what it does is, your axle, the gears, when gears rub against each other, you see this? That is metal shavings. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but that's fluid, but that's that gray stuff, that's metal shavings. Because as gears work against each other, little small shavings come off of the gears. So the magnet is designed to catch those, so that they don't get in and go into your wheel bearings, which are on the end of these wheels, and tear that up, right? Because your wheel bearings can get clogged as well. But so every now and then it's also good to take this bolt off and just clean the metal around it, as well as check the fluid. All right, so I'm just sharing a bit of my morning, my day with you. And if you were going to change the fluid, if you want to do this yourself, which I think is a very good thing, that we start learning to do a lot of things ourselves with the way that the economy is going, as I've stated in previous videos, with the way that inflation and all of that is going, right? It's a good thing to learn how to do a lot of stuff ourselves. But if you were going to change this fluid yourself, what you would do is 15 bolts around here. And what you would do is loosen this bolt, take this bolt out, put your pan up under here first to catch the oil. Very simple. And it has a reusable gasket that you can reuse, so you don't have to use a gasket maker, which some people use a gasket maker, but it's a very good gasket, plastic gasket that you can always reuse. You buy it once and reuse it. But you would loosen these bolts, these bottom bolts here, enough to give it a space, and you would pry it open a little if you had to. You probably wouldn't have to pry it open, but when you loosen these bolts from here to here, it would give it enough gap to where fluid will begin to just drain, and it would drain all the fluid out, And then you could finish loosening all these other bolts, and you take this cover off, and you can see your gears in there, how they operate. Inspect your gears, and then clean it, wipe it all clean, put it back together, and refill it with fluid. Simple as that. You go to a dealer, they will probably charge you somewhere close to $300 for that, right? So something you can do yourself. But anyway, that's what I am going to be doing. Just some work out here, and I stick my finger in here, which adds up to this lever, which is right around here, and I should have fluid all on my glove, which is what I do, you see. So that tells me that I'm not losing any fluid, right? So anyway, people of God, you guys continue to enjoy your day, right? Know that I love you. We are the light of the world, and we know that the blood of Jesus is the only blood that has some power. And because we are the light of the world, we can't ever let our lights go dark. We got to keep shining bright, all right? Continue to have a blessed day, and know that your girl loves you.